What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Justin Davis. Excuse me. What's going on, everybody? Anything happening today on this fine Monday? I know the weather here is Tina outside. There's Sandy. There's Ox. Weather's pretty decent today. Overcast, cloudy, but not hot. Hanging around 79. I'm not Chuck. Oh, there's Dana. Yeah, I thought I'd get on here and talk about what's going on here. I don't know. Things are getting crazy, it seems to me. It just seems that everyone's getting rewarded for bad behavior. I'm at the first in real life Karen about 20 minutes ago. Had to come home or go to jail. Kathleen Klein, define happening. Yeah, right. Support Jimmy the hobo. He's out of money again. Isn't he always? Alan, what's up? I'm in love with a girl, meeting her soon. There you go. Good luck with that. Seaside Mom, hello, hello. Tina's selling or trying to sell a kayak. Angela, sounds about right. World's upside down. It is upside down. There's a radical one. I'm sorry, could you schedule these outside my beer run times? B. Athens, hello. Steel Ten Adventures. I don't know. There's just so much going on. I mean, the one thing is they're talking about the government wanting to take over the credit scoring system and basically doing away with credit scores or making them very, very lenient. I mean, I don't know about, I'm sure most of us grew up the same way, right? And you're told, go to work, put in your hours, get your paycheck, pay your bills, pay them on time, establish a line of credit. That way, when you go to buy a house and a car and all those important things in life, the germ, what's up? You are qualified to get a loan, one, and you get good interest rates because you are responsible. You're showed to be responsible because you pay on time. You know, you don't pay late, or you just don't throw your hands up in the air and don't pay at all and just go buy shit and go, I got a credit card, buy all this shit, run up $10,000 bill and then never pay it, stuff like that. So we were taught that. So there's a whole bunch of people that went through life doing the quote unquote right thing. So, you know, it's like build up that credit. So when you go in there and you go in next to the guy who didn't feel like working, didn't pay his fucking bills, didn't do anything, they go, yeah, we'll sell you a car. We'll give it to you at 2% interest. This guy, well, yeah, we'll sell you a car too. But guess what? It's going to be 25% interest. Sounded fair to me, right? Not now. No. We want to do away with all that. Give everybody a chance to go in and buy whatever they want and not pay. So what's that going to do to the economy when all these banks don't get their money back? When all these businesses don't get their money for the goods that they gave? What's going to happen then? Where are you staying tonight, Germ? What's up, Red October? Dreaming Out Loud. Mega Man Mike, what's up? Let's see. Making lenient credit scores a receipt for disaster. Yeah, recipe for disaster, yes. Watch what China is doing. Yeah, China, yeah. When I was young, I paid 16% on a car loan. Now I am old and CD are paying 1% or less. Now that's upside down. Yep. Never had a credit card. Won't ever have one. Nez in Harrisburg. Oh shit, really? Time is money. When you're out of time, money don't matter. Well, that's just one thing. So that's one. The other thing is of course we're going to talk about the what is it, the eviction moratorium, where don't pay rent. It's okay. You don't have to pay rent. I know you didn't pay rent for about a year and a half now. So, but that's okay. That's all right. Just don't pay rent. You don't have to pay rent. So landlords are out there going, I can't get these people out of my house because I can't evict them. They're not paying me. They're just fucking staying in my place, trashing the place, and I have no recourse. Even the RV Odd Couple recently talked about they got their their campground, and a lady said, "Let me stay in one of your little bungalows. I need a place, please, just for a night." And they said no, luckily, because they were told that if they let her stay, then guess what? She's a resident. Now you got to go through the steps, which normally would be 30 days eviction, so she's there for 30 days for free. But now, the way things are now, with the current administration saying, don't worry about it. You don't have to pay. Oh, and by the way, we're going to extend and expand the welfare system. So it's going to be even easier for you to get free money for doing nothing. So you're going to get welfare. Oh, and don't worry, you don't have to go to work either. Don't go to work because everybody's quitting their jobs now too. People are giving incentives just to even come in and interview. There is nobody to work. Nobody wants to work. So we don't have to work. You don't need a good credit score to go buy shit. You don't have to pay your rent anymore. Not even worry about paying it on time. You just don't have to pay it at all anymore. So just go ahead and do what you want to do, because we're not going to do anything. We are rewarding bad behavior, because that's what we do now.
Moratorium on evictions imposed by the CDC, a victory for the Biden administration's effort to keep renters in their homes during the pandemic. NBC Justice correspondent Pete Williams is joining us with the details. Hey, Pete, tell us what happened.
Well, at least a short-term victory for the administration. Not clear how long this is going to last, but what the judge said here is, remember, this is the same judge that earlier this year said the CDC didn't have the authority to do this, but then she put her own order on hold to give the government a chance to appeal. The Association of Realtors representing landlords had asked her to lift that stay, and she said, you know, I can't do it because the D.C. Circuit, the appeals court here, said the government was likely to succeed. The judge said today she still thinks that the CDC doesn't have authority to do this, that it's basically based on the same legal principles, the same theory of the law. That even.
But anyway, the whole deal is, and I don't want to hear, oh, but it was the pandemic and nobody was working. I don't want to hear about nobody working. People are begging people to get a damn job. We need people. We need workers. We need workers. Come back to work, please. No. Why should I go back to work when I can get a handout? I can do nothing. I can get rewarded for doing nothing. Again, I just saw a thing where people are giving $50. We'll give you $50 if you just come in and interview. You don't even have to get the job. Even if we don't hire you, even if you just come in and sit in a fucking seat across the desk from me and pretend you want the job, we'll give you $50. That's how bad people want people to work. And nobody wants to work. Well, they can't pay the rent. Well, go to fuck to work. Everybody wants to go to work. Pay your rent or get thrown out. But no, we're going to get rewarded for bad behavior.
was changing jobs or stepping off the career ladder.
In the month of May alone, 3.6 million Americans quit their jobs. And that's down from the month before, with almost 4 million walking out the door in April. A 2-decade high, by the way. It's what's being called the Great Resignation. The mass exodus comes as many companies are trying to get employees back into the office by the fall. So why are so many people leaving?
With the pandemic, I was kind of just like...
Because everybody wants to sit at home and do whatever the fuck they want to do. So, reward people for not going back to work. Reward people for not paying their bills on time. Reward people for not paying their rent or bills at all. Take away the credit scores. And, just let everybody run amok. Oh, and on top of it, let's also take about $81 million away from the police. We'll defund the police. So now, if you don't want to work and you're not getting enough food stamps and you don't have any way to, put food on the table in your free apartment that you're staying in for the last 2 years, you can go out and bonk someone in the head and rob them, take their car, take whatever, because police ain't going to come because there ain't none. So let's all just reward everybody for the bad behavior. As we, like I said, were brought up to get a job, go to work, put in your 8 hours, come home, pay your bills on time, establish credit. That way you can buy a house and a car and whatever else you need. And people go, yeah, hey, you're responsible. Had this many things, you paid on time, were never late, never missed a payment, blah, 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 blah. There you go. Ta-da. But now, no. Now, it's all done. Do whatever you want. Yeah, it was locked, but it's still going on. Nobody's going back to work. Nobody's going back to work. Seeing people reporting about Walmart, the great Walmart. That's right. Empty shelves. Or shit's expensive as hell. So we're all going to just be the same. We're going to be equal, all right. We're going to be just like everybody else. We're going to be just like China. Going to be just like Russia. Going to be just like Cuba. You're all the same. Stand in line and we'll give you all the same shit. Here's your bread. Here's your milk. Here's your slab of meat. Now get the fuck out. You don't have to go to work. Don't worry about it. Just go home and sit home. We'll take care of it. We'll give you everything you need. Everything that we think you need. And that's the way it is. You don't need a credit card. You don't need a credit score. You don't need any of that shit. You don't need none of it because we will take care of everything. You need a car? I'm sure there's one around there somewhere. Go find one. You want something to eat? Well, don't worry. Once we figure out how to get some more food on the shelves, we'll divvy it out to you. You just can't come in and buy it. We'll give it to you. And that's the way we're heading. Because remember, BLM, painted on the streets. Black Lives Matter. That's right. Remember, if you went to their website, what did it say? We want to break down the fabric of America. We want to break down the family unit. We want to get rid of all this stuff. And all the little celebrities, that's right, all the Californians, all the celebrities said, yeah, that's right. And everybody put their little black thing up. Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Yay, 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 yay. Well, now you're getting your wish. Now you're getting your wish. And all you bazillionaires in California that stood up there, all you actors, the ones that get paid $10 million to play make-believe, when they stood up there and ranted and raved and told us what life was all about, because I have $10 million. You don't need a gun. No one needs a gun. You don't need to protect yourself. Abolish guns. Oh yeah, by the way, I have 16 guys that follow me everywhere and they all have guns. But you're not like me. You're not as good as I am. I am a celebrity. So no one needs guns. Oh, those criminals down the street on the crack corner? Well, they need guns. So they can have them. They can have those illegal ones. But you guys that never hurt anybody, follow all the rules, go fill out your paperwork, wait for your background check, and all that stuff. No. Fuck you. You don't deserve one. Criminals, and all my bodyguards. They deserve to have weapons and they deserve protection. Just like, what's her name? The black mayor of Chicago, whatever the hell her name is. That chick. Yeah. Took $81 million away from the police force. 2 black thugs, not white guys, not the evil racist white devil, 2 black thugs shot 2 cops, killed the one chick, 39-year-old, but she was a young chick. Shot her, killed her, her partner in critical condition. And that scumbag bitch went to go to the hospital to show her respects. The family said, no, you're not welcome here. And as she walked in, all the police officers turned their back on her ass. And she deserved it. She's despicable. But she's one of those, oh, that's right. You people in my district, you people that voted for me, you morons that voted for people like that, you don't deserve police to protect you. We're going to let the thugs run amok. We're going to reward bad behavior. We're going to let them go ahead and kill people. Not a problem. But you don't need protection. Me, however, I have these guys that walk around with me all the time. No one can get near me because they have guns and they will kill you dead. But you, hey, if someone wants to walk in your house and take your shit, you should just let them. You don't deserve that stuff. And this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And no, I'm not just blaming the Democrats because, well, the Democratic run cities are just, they're all garbage. All of them are trash. But I blame the Republicans as well. Why? Because who do they give us to vote for? What's your choice? Come on. Trump or Hillary? Oh, yeah, that was a really good choice, wasn't it? Which one of these evil dickheads? Come on, man. Get some real politicians. Doesn't anybody really want to do? I know a politician's a politician, but come on. Who's next? We're going to have a choice between fucking Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian? Is that going to be our next 2 choices? Come on, people. But yeah, they stand up there, these bazillionaires that live in their mansions, their gated mansions with their bodyguards, telling us how we should live. Tell us how we should live. Yeah. Come down here to reality. Tell us what it's like. That we don't need this. We don't need that. We don't need police. We don't need guns to protect ourselves. We don't need to go to work. We don't need credit scores. We don't need none of that. Just don't worry. The government's going to take care of you. They'll hand you what you need. And that's the way we're going. We got all the Californians. California's horrible. All the homeless are everywhere. I can't do anything without walking in human shit and needles and everything else. Taxes are high as hell. Gas is $5 a gallon. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to Texas. Look at this. Texas is cool. Wow. You mean this house right here? I can get this house right here for like $600,000? Wow. A little tiny 1-room shack in California is $2 million. Wow. I'm coming here. So they all go to Texas. And what are they going to do? These are all the morons that voted for the people that are in California in office. So they're going to go to Texas. And don't worry, in about 10 years, Texas is going to be just as bad as California is. Because they're going to go, hey, let's vote for these fucking morons. Oh, look, we don't have any police. Homeless are everywhere. Fucking taxes are through the roof. A gallon of gas is $29. Man, how did it happen? Because you morons left a place you hated. You went to a new place and you turned it into what? The exact same fucking thing that you ran from. It's just like all the refugees do the same thing too. I won't say refugees, but the other people, you know, they'll come from the Middle East and, oh, I'm a woman and I can't drive and I can't do this and I'm oppressed and Sharia law and everything. So they come here and they move to Detroit and they go, what? Let's start some Sharia law and all you women walk behind. Oh, yes, let's turn it into exactly the same thing that I ran screaming, oh, America, help me, help me, help me. So they turn it into the same thing. That's what the Californians are doing to Texas. And when the Dems don't get their own way in Texas now, what do? They leave. Can't vote without us. So they get on a plane and they roll out. And now they're going to sue because they were uncomfortable while they were left. I love it. If you hate guns, please don't come to Texas. Yep. But yeah, it's all crazy to me. I don't know. Everything's all upside down. But I guess this is what people want. This is what they voted for. This is what they were hooting and hollering. They were cheering for BLM. Where's BLM now? How many little kids got shot down, gunned down in Minnesota? Shot dead. And these are in neighborhoods where, trust me, white people would never go. Some of the black people that live there don't even want to be there. But you ain't going to catch a white person walking through there. They know better. So it wasn't white guys in their three-piece suits rolling up in their limousines, getting out and gunning down little black kids. It wasn't cops. No, it was black thugs shooting little black kids. They didn't mean to shoot little black kids. They were aiming at Deontay and Shaniqua and them, but they missed and they killed the little kids. Did you see Black Lives Matter storming? Did you see them painting their shit on the street? Did you see them do anything? No. They didn't make a peep. They don't care. Because the election's over. They got their way. They got their billions. For all you white fools, Black Lives Matter. See how woke I am? And I'm going to go on my Facebook and I'm going to put my little black thing up there. Black Lives Matter. Yeah. So what they do? They ran to the richest part of California and they bought a big old mansion right next to the white people. They didn't move in. They didn't change no black people's lives. They didn't change no black neighborhoods. They didn't do nothing for a black person. Not a damn thing. Not one black person benefited from Black Lives Matter. The only black people that benefited from Black Lives Matter were the leaders who got their bazillion dollars and went and moved in with the rich white folk. That's right. They moved right next door to the devil. Because Black Lives Matter had zero to do with black lives. It had everything to do with trying to turn the United States into a socialist place. And everybody fell for it because people are dumb. Oh, no, it's a movement. No, it's not a movement. All you had to do was go to their webpage and read what their mission statement was. And you could see what kind of bullshit it was. But everybody fell for it. And if you didn't, you were a horrible white supremacist, scumbag, racist piece of garbage. Because that's how stupid people are. So now everybody's getting their wish. Oh, it's because of the pandemic. No, it ain't because of the pandemic. Businesses are open. People were even going to court about mask mandates. And winning. We don't have to make our kids wear masks at school. Whether that's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. The point is people, it's shit's open. People were begging people to go to work. Please come to work. But soon, it's going to be, you're not going to be able to go to work even if you want to. Because what's going to happen is people are going to say, look, I already only give you 36 hours a week, so I don't have to pay you any benefits. I don't have to pay for your health insurance. I don't have to give you time off. You don't got no paid vacation. You don't got no sick days. You don't got none of that because you're not full time. So I don't have to pay none of that shit. Well, guess what else I ain't got to pay now? I don't have to pay rent for this building. I don't have to pay the electric bill. I don't have to pay for desks and cubicles and computers and all that bullshit. Stay your ass at home. Work from there. And yeah, we'll send you some money electronically. So everybody stay the fuck at home. And there you go. I'll sit back and collect money while you guys do all the work from home. Don't even bother coming in. And that's the way it's going to be. And big tech's going, yes, that's what we want. That's what we want. We want to rule the world. Nobody leave their house. Everybody stay on their computer. Bury your face in the computer and do everything from there. We will run the world. Because if we go down, the world stops. You won't get anything. Yep, that's right. Afghanistan. The Taliban has taken over. Now it's a mad scramble, a mad dash to get our people out of the embassies. Meanwhile, China says, we ain't leaving. Russia said, we ain't leaving. We're keeping our embassies right where they are. I wonder why. I don't know. But the big sandbox is going to be the big sandbox forever. It's never going to be anything but the way it is over there. It's been that way as long as I can remember. And it was like that before. Just ask any Jew what it's like over there between Israel and Palestine. And yep, the Taliban just done took over. It's theirs now. What are we going to do? I don't know. Maybe what we should do is what they wanted to do here. Instead of sending soldiers over, why don't they send a bunch of social workers over? They can all set them down, defund the police, send out social workers and stuff, and let them deal with it. So instead of sending soldiers over to fight, just send some social workers over there. They can set everybody down in a little circle and say, okay, now look, what are your feelings about this? Maybe that's how we should handle everything. Isn't that what they want to do here in the United States? Defund the police and send out a social worker? I don't know. I just think everything's going upside down and backwards. I remember when we used to be a strong superpower. And when you said America, it meant something. Now it's like, let's shut down that military base, shut down that military base, shut down those 4 military bases. Let's cut funding for that military base. Let's, you want to send troops over to the Middle East? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, those Humvees, we don't make steel here anymore. So just kind of wrap them in thin aluminum or something. I know the bombs will get through, but that's no big deal. I'm not doing it. I'm here in my bunker. I'm just moving chess pieces around. I don't care. So yeah, remember that early on when we went over there back in Desert Storm? Sent guys over there in Humvees that were tissue paper thin. They didn't even have real steel on them. But it didn't matter. We couldn't wait for China to give us our steel, or British steel, because we don't make steel anymore. We don't got any. Because we're sad. And I know, I wish I could be like a lot of other people that everything's fine. You're so negative. Everything's okay. There is no issue. Food aplenty. Gas aplenty. We're in America. It's awesome. There's not a threat. We have nothing to worry about. We have all the freedoms of the world. Rainbows, sunshine, it's just like the 60s. Hippies and peace, love, and togetherness. Well, you know what else was in the 60s? Yeah, Vietnam, the Black Panthers, race riots, all kinds of crazy shit. But now we'll ignore that because it's all peace, love, and happiness. I wish I could live like that. Just wandering around in a little bubble of utopia, thinking everything's just hunky-dory and fine and ignoring the bad stuff. Don't be so negative. Don't overreact. Things are okay. Things are okay. One beef's $30 a pound. Everything's okay. When you see videos of Walmarts with bare shelves and you're going, why? Why? Oh, that's right, because nobody wants to go to work. You can't deliver groceries from your home on your computer, can you? Can't fix those roads. And then Sleepy Joe wants to pass his infrastructure bill, which is great. I think it's great. Infrastructure is very in need of all kinds of crap. But now Sleepy Joe is going to say, well, you know what infrastructure is? It's these people and that worker and those in that neighborhood. No, it's not. Look up the word infrastructure, for fuck's sake. It's the roads. It's the plumbing. It's the fucking everything that makes everything happen. It isn't Jim Bob. It isn't woke Wendy. No. It's when you flush your toilet, you have all these mains and shit underground that needs to work. You got guys that go down and work underground, making sure that lights come on and all this other bullshit. You know, subways and electricity and your Ethernet cables and all that other bullshit. But I guess what you want to do is, I think you should all just go find a Cuban that came over. I remember that too, the Cuban refugees when they came here back in the 80s. Go find a Cuban and ask him how it is. Ask him how it is, how great it is to live in Cuba in a nice place where you want for nothing. That's right. Yeah, they'll tell you exactly how it is, how sad it is, how fucked up it is. When you wait for them to give you what you need. I know, it'll never happen, Blind Views. It'll never happen. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, I am starting to feel better. I got that Z-Pack. I got those antibiotics in me. It's clearing up my head. I can breathe. Got a little bit of cough. Still a little bit of drainage yet. Not too much. I cough it up. It's not thick anymore. I know that sounds gross, but yeah. But yeah, it's getting crazy from where I see. And I know, you can't watch the news. I know you can't watch the news. That's why I showed you MSNBC and the CBS News, and I wasn't going to Fox or any of the right wing stuff. I was showing you all the lefties, what they were saying. But yeah, here's the list of crap for all this stuff about the credit scores. There's tons and tons and tons about what they're going to be doing with the credit scores or not doing with the credit scores. I don't know. It just seems like I said, a whole bunch of people worked really hard their entire lives to do the right thing so they could be ahead, and maybe not be ahead, but hey, let me walk in here. I got good credit. I pay for everything. Let me go rent a car. Well, yeah, sir, we'll let you rent a car because see here, when you have a 720 or a 750 credit score. Yeah, no problem. What do you mean you want to rent a car with a fucking 500 credit score? No, you'll probably take it and never bring it back. That's just the way it is. Oh, but it's not fair. Everybody should. No, everybody shouldn't. Same thing with affirmative action. I'm a firm believer. I don't give a shit what color your skin is or anything else, who you sleep with or what religion, what God you pray to or whatever, anything else. You should be rewarded for the work that you do. If you come in a half hour late every day, punch in, sit on your ass, and do the bare minimum, not even that, well, then you shouldn't be getting the same as John, who comes in 15 minutes early, cleans up his workstation, and when it's time to start, he starts works, and he works until it's over, and then he punches out, and he goes above and beyond. I'm sorry, they should not be paid and rewarded the same. But just because we need so many Mexicans, so many black people, so many women, oh, there are not enough women on this damn bridge crew. Oh, that's because women don't want to work on the bridge crew. I'm sure there's a handful that do, but they're not a lot. Oh, it's horrible. Well, you can't do anything until we get at least 50% women on this bridge crew. Come on, ladies. Come apply for the bridge crew. The ladies are going, fuck that. I just had my hair did, my nails did. I ain't going to go work on some damn bridge. Jackhammering concrete. Welding fucking girders and shit. No, I ain't doing it. Well, I guess we can't do it then. We don't have enough. We don't have enough minority this and minority that because they don't want to go do that. Or if they do, they walk in and go, hi. I'm going to tell you, boss, Mr. Boss Man, here's the list of shit that I ain't going to do. Okay, well, we need 5 more of you, so you're hired. Go over there and sit in the corner and do nothing. You, Jim Bob, get over here. Work twice as hard because we got to pay this lazy cocksucker. See, I think all that, it's all bullshit. Everything's racist. Sidewalks are racist. They tell the black man where to walk and where not to walk. Traffic lights are racist. They tell the black man when he can stop and when he can go. Everything's racist. That's right. Don't forget it neither. Yeah, I used to do that, pay cash for everything, but I was told early on, you don't want to do that. You got to build up some credit. And it's true. You can pay for everything, and you go and say, hey, I want to buy that. Okay, you can buy that. Your credit score sucks. So, 25% interest for you. Well, my friend has got the same thing, and he got 2% interest. That's because he had a good credit score, because he proved that he will pay. He will pay on time. He had a personal loan. He has a credit card. He has a car loan and a mortgage. And all those things are on time. Never missed a payment. Was only late twice. And there you go. Bada boom, bada bing. You, however, have not shown us that you are a responsible adult with your money. So we don't know. But again, it doesn't matter anymore because you don't have to go to work. If you are a renter, you don't have to pay rent. You can just stay in that place, flip the finger to the landlord. You don't need a credit score anymore because you can buy the same thing as anybody else does. Because we all want to be equal. Everybody's the same. Everybody's exactly the same. Even though we all know that men are better than women because, now, wait, don't get upset yet. Because guys who suck at things like sports, what do? They grow their hair out, they get breast implants, they identify as a woman, and then they go into women's sports and dominate. And I do mean dominate. So that's the proof right there. Men are better than women. Are stronger, faster. That's right. They can play volleyball better. They can lift more weights. They can run faster. And there's proof right there. Even the sorriest dude that isn't that very good at sports, grows tits and identifies as a female, goes over to all the female sports and dominates. And that's okay too, because if you don't agree with that, you're not woke. You got to be woke. Everybody's the same. Everybody. Whether you put forth effort or not, you're the same. Whether you have more brain power and can retain information or not, doesn't matter. We're all the same. Whether you're 6'2" or 4'2", we're all the same. Everybody's the same. Whether you got $1 million or $1, we're all the same. Whether you have a house that you paid for and struggled for, live paycheck to paycheck for, or you're some homeless guy that shits in the street and camps out in front of a store and bugs people all the time, you're all the same. And you all deserve the exact same thing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that you all get treated exactly equal. So stay home. Don't go to work. You don't need a credit card. You don't need a credit score. And you don't need to pay your rent. Sounds like utopia to me. I'm ready. I'm ready for I'm ready for the free, cheap, and easy life. And I didn't even have to live in a van. It's coming to us all. And it's a good thing I'm on a diet because soon I'm not going to be able to afford food or find food because there's nobody's delivering the shit. Jumping off the cliff. If you can just keep my gut and boobs from growing, you'd have something. Oh, man. Yeah, it's funny, though. It's a trip. What amazes me right now is my new car. It's still driveway. A stupid little part broke. So there's something that's not working right. Took it in weeks ago. Oh, yeah. That's what it is. I knew what it was, but anyway. Yep. Okay. We got to order this part. It'll be here in a week. Yeah. That was 3 weeks ago. Still isn't here. Why? Why isn't there a part for a car? Something that you used to be able to drive to Pep Boys or Advanced Auto Parts or anywhere or get online and order one. No, a car dealer. The people that sell the car, that get them directly from the factory that built the car, can't get a car part to fix a simple little part. Can't happen. They're just not there. Why? Why is that? Because of the pandemic. Why? Because no one can go to work ever. Deadbeat reporting for duty. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Just the simple things. The simple things are getting really, really difficult. Simple little things. Hey, I need this little part. Okay, it could be 6 months till you get it. I mean, come on. I used to have 10 of them laying around. Now you can't get one? Why? Is no one at work making them? Is no one at work delivering them? Do we not make them anywhere except in China? What's the reason? Why can't we get anything? If they find a part, they'll charge an arm and a leg. Yeah. Well, see, that's the other thing. Mine's under warranty. The car has fucking just under 8,000 miles on it. It's over a year old, a little over a year old. It was a year in June, and it has just under 8,000 miles on it, and something broke. So it's under warranty, but can't get it fixed because can't get the part. This is what happens when we shut down America for a year plus. Yeah. Yeah, everybody got comfortable and said, look, I don't have to go to work. I've been sitting home on my ass for a year. I work remotely now. I'm not going back to work. I found a new remote job. I'm not going out there and fucking working outside. I'm not driving a truck. I'm not pounding the sidewalk. I'm not fucking fixing things. I'm going to sit here and make YouTube videos and do, I don't know, medical billing or whatever the fuck they're doing at home. Remotely. Took me over a week to get a simple nail hole in a tire fixed. Damn. Trump didn't want to buy Canadian made parts. It was a huge issue in Oshawa here. Oh, really? Planned economic collapse. And they're working on it. I think it's coming to fruition. Call my DMV would have to make 2 separate appointments to do 2 transactions, or I can do one online. I can't just walk in like normal. I know. Yeah. See, that's the other thing. Without that human, I'm the same way. I like to go in and look at someone and say, hey, this is the issue. You know, even simple bank stuff, you know, you could go online and then, or download our app and you can do it from your phone. I don't want to do it from my phone. I want you to help me do it. I want you to walk me through it. You are the one that works at the bank. You are the one that's supposed to know how this shit works. I don't work at the bank. I have limited knowledge about that. You are the expert in this here transaction. So you do it. I don't want to do it myself. Am I on the payroll here at whatever bank? No, I am not. You are. So I am here at your desk. This is what I would like done. Help me out. Ta-da. Well, you can go on our website, and I know I can. Just like the electric company. Hey, I want to report a power outage. That can be done on our website. I can't because there's no electricity. Therefore, I don't have a router. Therefore, I don't have internet. Therefore, my computer doesn't even turn on without electricity. I am calling you, and I would like to speak to a person to report a power outage. That could be done at PPNL WW. No, I can't be. Well, that's right. Everybody has their phone in their hand and never puts their phone down, and everybody does everything on their phone. Or they tell Alexa to do it. Because that's what we've become. Sit on your ass, don't move, just do it on your phone, or tell Alexa to do it. Don't move. No, don't move. Got a hangnail? Watch a YouTube video and figure out how to do it. Got a kidney stone? Watch a YouTube video. See how to fix it. Having heart palpitations? Watch a YouTube video. Maybe you can do open heart surgery on yourself. Or maybe you can ask Alexa to do it for you. But don't fucking move, whatever you do. Don't leave your house. And what happens to all these people that are so poor? The ones that can't even afford or know how to go get a photo ID to go vote. What happens to these folks that are so poor and so inept when they say your kids can't go to school? You have to do homeschool through the internet. You have to do cyber school now. Isn't internet pretty expensive? So if you can't afford a $25, $30, or $50 ID card every 5 years, how can you afford $100 or so internet bill every year? How do you expect your kid to be able to log on and do a Zoom class meeting without a laptop or a $1,200 phone and the internet? How do you do that? Oh, that's right. Some people were taking their kids and setting them outside of McDonald's and Walmart so they could actually get on the internet. Because without the internet, you have nothing. You can do nothing. Because everything you want to do, well, all you have to do is go to our website. You don't have to talk to me. Just go to the website. Do it yourself. And that's why you can't have a job, because your job is now doing everything. Don't go to the bank and expect a banker, a bank teller, or someone that works at a bank to do your banking for you. Do it yourself. Don't go to the grocery store and go grocery shopping. Sit online. Do it yourself. Just do it through the internet. Tell the little lady in your little box on your corner, add this shit to my fucking grocery bill, my grocery list. I'd like to see that guitar over there. You can order this online, You don't have to come in the store here and look at it. Oh, no, I know. I'll just wait for some fucking box to show up and hope it's what I wanted, right? And then, if something's wrong and I have to return it or I want to bitch, now what do I got to do? Oh, I got to do that online too? But the internet's awesome. But without that, what do you have? Nothing. You can't survive without it. Went to Walmart last week. I usually order online because of my anxiety issues. Only one cashier. Damn. Force everyone to use self-checkout. I don't get paid cashier. I know. I don't understand that shit either. I don't like to do the self-checkout thing. Well, when we do groceries, you get a little gun and you scan everything and put it in a bag, and then you just leave. Pretty much. You just go and boop, pay and leave. But to put everything in a cart and then go and then swipe and do all that shit, no. The farthest I'll go is with the little gun thing. Scan it, throw it in the cart as you go. But yeah, everything's nuts, man. But everybody, it's a conspiracy theory. Oh, you're overreacting. You're this, you're that. Yeah, okay. Remember a long time ago when people said, the robots are going to take over. You're full of shit. Well, Alexa, do this. Do this. Smart TVs, everything. You got to have an app for everything. You can't do anything without a smartphone and an app. You can't survive. I'd like to go to work. You can't. A robot does that now. A computer does that now. I'd like to come in and do it online. We have a website for a reason. Do it online. Am I spoiled? Yeah, I'm spoiled. All right. I don't know. I just think we're going down a very bad path. A very bad path. And it all starts with rewarding shitty, bad, lazy, worthless, deadbeat behavior. You don't want to work? Good. We'll give you rent free for 3 years. You don't want to work? Good. You don't even need a credit score now. Go over and go buy a car. You don't even have to pay for it. You don't even have to prove that you will pay for it. Just go give them a couple $1,000 and drive off with your $30,000 car, and don't pay for the fucking thing. Just drive it around. Who cares? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You need something that your neighbor has that you really want, but you don't have the money to go buy it. Go break in the fucking door, punch him in the face and take it. Don't worry. We defund the police. There's very few. They won't be here for a while. They're doing the murders and shit. So you thumping somebody on the head and stealing their shit, don't worry. It's okay. It's bad behavior. The worse you do, the more you get. I love it. It's a good fucking system. So I say, keep voting the way you guys vote. Let's put the right people in there. And again, what are our choices? Tweedledee or Tweedledum? Ay, 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 ay. It is, Kathleen. Codex is great for bleeding wounds. You're right. So I'm trying to get in that mindset, though, that a lot of people have. Everything's just fine. No need to worry. It'll never happen. This is America, greatest country on the planet. We are number one at everything, like obesity and diabetes, and it's all rainbows and sunshine. We got more freedom than anybody. We got. We can. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. I'm trying to get in that mindset, but I don't know. The more I try, the more things look horrible. I just look around. I'm like, damn. I don't know I don't know who's in charge here, but they got some pretty bad fucking ideas. That's all I gotta say. Just seems like nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares who cares. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right. Oh, it's funny though. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. You gotta laugh and you gotta just look and go, I'm so happy that I am old. That's right. When those knuckleheads come on here and say, oh, fuck you, old man. That's right. I'm old. I'm old. And I'm happy because I will be dead sooner than later. You young ones, you have a long lifetime to endure all this garbage. I get to say goodbye to it sooner than later because I'm old. And I'm happy about that. Static Camper Van. Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing? So, yeah. It's good to be old. I've seen a lot. I lived a lot. And I don't have to endure the madness that is yet to come. We'll let all you young folks deal with it. You can scream and wave your fist. This is the bullshit that you left us. That's right. I'm outie. It's all yours now. Deal with it. There's a guy only uploading, doing everything remotely and online. Ask what about those that don't have internet? Don't know how to use a computer like the elderly. He was, couldn't answer. Yeah. Well, like I said, there's a lot of people, they say they're so poor and broke and underprivileged and under the foot of the white man and can't get ahead and everything else. So how they driving Lincoln Navigators with their gold rims, but they don't have internet. Being old, that's looking on the bright side. That's right. You gotta look on the bright side. I know, I worry about my grandkids. I really do. It's like, man, what's up, Lioness? I was like, man, what kind of bullshit are they going to be left with? I mean, come on, because we all sat back and looked and was going like, whew, man, what are these crazy old people doing? We got to learn from their mistakes and make better decisions. And look at the morons we vote into office. Look at the assholes we let run the country and tell us what to do. We didn't learn nothing. We didn't learn a damn thing. I'm not trying to be negative, VV. Life is going good. 2019, prosperity, money in the bank, got along with people at work, go to the grocery store, and the product right there for the picking. Yeah. And now it's all turned into shit. I don't know. Like I said, my whole thing is, yeah, I mean, sure. I believe everybody deserves a place to live, the ability to get a place to live, deserves affordable health care, not this running around garbage we got, and a good education. I believe everybody deserves that. I really do. But I do not believe that everybody is equal. There are some pretty brain dead people that, I'm sorry, you need help. There's people that can run faster and jump higher. They're the ones that get lots of money playing basketball. The ones that don't and can't, don't. And there's a reason. Everybody's not the same. Some people were faster. Some people were smarter. Some people just have the ability to do things. Other people don't. Everybody's not the same. And they shouldn't all be treated the same. If you're a fucking slacker, if you're a deadbeat that doesn't want to do anything, then that's what you should reap. That should be your reward. You shouldn't get the same as somebody that puts forth the effort and is a go-getter and goes above and beyond and has ideas and is a team leader and everything else. They should not be treated the same as fucking the people that get drug along just because. Or, okay, Johnny, you're 23 now. I guess it's time to just graduate you out of high school. We know you're dumb as a stump, but fuck it. Here's your diploma. Get on out of here. What good does that do? I don't know. But that's not woke. That's not the way people think nowadays. Everybody's the same. Everybody's equal. Everybody should have the exact same fucking thing. If I want to sit here on this street corner in front of this bodega and do nothing all day, I should be getting the same as the guy that gets up and drags his tired ass to work every fucking day. That's the way people think. And now we're fucking rewarding all this garbage behavior. So everybody just throw your hands up in the air and just say, fuck it. Take care of me. I don't know. Has everybody read the book Woke Baby? No, I have not. Creaking doors remind me of what it sounds to roll out of bed in the morning. Yeah, I know. Some mornings I sound like fucking Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, pop, baby. Yeah, it's nuts. And then you got the COVID creeping back up just when everybody thinks it's safe to do this and that and that. Now they're screaming and hollering. Hospitals are full. Numbers are going crazy. Everything's going rampant again. And it's all because of the people that didn't get vaccinated. I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of people that got vaccinated are getting it again. But they're just blaming on all the people that didn't. Well, if, X percentage of people in the United States are vaccinated, and the number of cases are going up and up and up and up, and that number starts catching up to the number of, vaccinated, it's just simple math. It can't be. It's got to be both. And now they're talking about boosters. You're going to get boosters every 6 months now. So I don't know. So now if you haven't got your vaccine and you decide to get one, you got to go in and get your shot. Then you got to wait, and then you got to go get your second one. And then 6 months later, you got to go back in and get your booster. I don't know. You're running to fund me for stuff. We all know some guy who just worked for a while. Yeah, right. Yeah, go fund me. I am hungry for a steak. I can't afford one right now, so please, I'm going to start a GoFundMe. I need $60 so I can buy a slab of meat. Help support the blind views for President 2024. Send donations to BV's PayPal. That's right. It was so funny what happened in Pennsylvania. Biden showed up and the people of the community gave him the bird. Those fancy limousines, please. Yeah. That's what we need is we need a candidate just to stand up during those damn debates and go, okay, here's the deal. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. You can't do nothing because you're a Republican. And if the fucking Democrats in the House and the Senate say no, you can't do shit. You're full of shit because you're a Democrat. And no matter what, those Republicans in the House are not going to let you do shit. You're standing up here promising this and promising that. You're full of shit. You're promising that and that and that. You're going to lower taxes and raise this. You're full of shit. Neither one of you fucking care about we the people. You don't care what we are going through. Why don't you just tell the truth? Just stand up here and say, I want to be the fucking president so I can do all kinds of dumb shit. And for the rest of my life, as long as I live, I get these guards, these Secret Service guys that follow me around and keep me safe for the rest of my damn life. And then I get paid. That's why I want to be president. I don't care about you. I don't care about you. I care about me. So elect me. Just stand up and tell the damn truth for once. I promise I will lower taxes. No, you won't. You're a damn lie. Or this guy did this and this guy did that and that guy won't do this and this guy's fucking stupid and that guy's stupid. Okay, so, and you would do what better? Or now you are in office and you are doing what better? Oh, that's right. I forgot. The Republicans are responsible for the pandemic. It was just dumped in Sleepy Joe's lap. He had great ideas during the fucking campaign of what he was going to do. But now that he's president, he ain't doing dick about it. And old Kamala and OAC. Oh, look at these. Oh, when the Republicans are in office, look at these poor children in the cages. Yo, Sleepy Joe. Fucking Mexicans are running across the border. There's more Mexicans in Texas than there are in Mexico anymore. What? Huh? Are you going to go down and check it out? Nah. Put them in them cages that you guys were bitching about. Yeah. OAC ain't down there in a little white jumpsuit with her fingers entrenched in the chain link fence crying now, is she? No, because she's fucking part of the ones that keep them in there now too. And Obama's the one who made the damn cages. So, but no, it was the Republicans' fault. Fucking people trip me out. Oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to do this. We're going to tear down that wall. Now it's like, hey, maybe we should finish that wall. Well, wait a minute. You said, no, he never said that. He never said that, Blind Views. They're all a bunch of fucking idiots. They don't care. They don't care about nothing. Like I said, these Democratic-run cities. Let's defund the police. We'll take this $80 million. We'll put it somewhere else. A couple million of it's going to go to me because I need my fucking security team around me. Because these fucking hoodlums that I'm letting run around the street with no policing, they're not coming and killing me. I want people around me to stop them motherfuckers. So give every one of these guys a gun and keep them around me. Give them cars and have them follow me around everywhere. Well, what about the people that voted? Fuck them. I don't care about them. Let them get shot, raped, robbed. It doesn't mean dick to me. As long as we defund the police. That's all that matters. Bingo. Sounds like a plan. Chicago's awesome. Baltimore, awesome. California, we won't even talk about that shithole. They let the fucking homeless run the place. Here, $2 million a month rent for your little storefront. Yeah, there's 14 fucking homeless guys in a blue tarp out front shitting on your step. Guess what? You can't do nothing about it because they're homeless, and that's why we like it. As long as you're paying and you're paying your taxes, that's all that matters. Let them fucking homeless bums do what they want to. Venice Beach, we don't care about. I know people from all around the world used to come to Venice Beach and pay and support all you guys' business. We don't care about that. The homeless have taken over the beaches and the boardwalk, and they're throwing their needles around and they're shitting and pissing and they're fighting with each other. Nobody wants to come here anymore. But hey, California's beautiful. And we got the toughest gun laws in the country, and everyone should follow suit because California is awesome. Former mayor of Baltimore condoned the riot, then said that she didn't say that. Stupid woman. It was shown on TV. Yeah, exactly. Minneapolis, Minnesota, same deal. The city council says, nope, we're going to take millions from the police department. We're going to take a couple million and we're going to give each of us our own private security. Now, when you think something's happening, you call the police and it takes them an hour to get there. Well, that's not good. Now we're going to have to call the police chief and we're going to have to call him out on TV. Why are you not controlling crime? Well, because you cut my police force in half. Well, so what? Get it done. Well, we probably could use some money for, for some more people and equipment. No, don't worry. I know what we'll do. We'll send this caseworker. We'll send a social worker down. That's right. Excuse me, sir. You should stop raping that woman. Excuse me, sir. It's really not a good thing. See, we have rules here. Yeah. How good is that working? But they were out there. They were having fun when BLM was burning everything down. They didn't care. Nobody cared in Minneapolis, and that's where all them little black kids were getting shot and killed this summer. Not that long ago. Nobody fucking cared. Nobody cared. The people in the neighborhood did. But was there worldwide panic? Was there countrywide outrage? Was everybody on Facebook waving their little, oh, Black Lives Matter, help these little black children flags? No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They didn't give two shits. They didn't give two rats' asses. Nobody gave a fuck. Because you phony woke motherfuckers. Because if it ain't up in the news, how come, did Biden come in and go, racism is gone. I am here now. Whew, thank God. I was tired of ripping them fucking statues down. Them things are heavy, you know. I'm glad we ain't got to do that no more. Thank God. Hallelujah. Man, got all these damn cops off the street. Black man has a chance now. We don't have to paint Black Lives Matter on the street. We don't have to wave signs. We don't have to beat people with bicycle locks no more. We don't have to take over fucking cities and fucking little blocks in fucking Seattle or Portland anymore. Everything's all better now. It's all done. Thank you, Sleepy Joe. The world is a better place now. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm proud of Sleepy Joe. Because it had to be tough, man, ripping them damn statues down and having a fit. Having people going on all the morning shows and bitching about it all the time. It's all better now, though. Everything's good. Everything's good. There's no more ghettos. There's no more urban blight. Black people aren't getting killed at all. It's awesome. Everything's all better now. I love it. Thank goodness for Sleepy Joe. Oakland's paying the price. It is said my old relatives living there. Now the Oakland Athletics are moving to Las Vegas. Wow. What baseball team wants to live in a ghetto besides Baltimore? Yeah. Yeah, poor Baltimore too, man. Baltimore used to be a decent place. I mean, it had its ghettos and everything. But, you know, you used to be able to run down and run through Inner Harbor and have fun in the surrounding area. Now, fuck that, man. You won't catch me running around down there. Going to Inner Harbor and have fun. Everything great now? Are you tubing in from Norway? That's funny. Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't know. I just think things are looking kind of bleak to me. I try to be the optimist. I try to look for the bright side, but I don't know. Yeah, Philly's another spot. Philly used to be fun to go to too, man. We were just talking about that the other night. The Spectrum. Philadelphia Spectrum. Yeah. Man, we used to go down there all the time. Went and seen Ozzy and Dio and Yes, and I mean all kinds of bands. Run down to the Spectrum. Just run down to Philly. Hang out, go to the Spectrum and everything. Fuck that. Ain't doing that no more. Used to go down and run and go shopping. All the nice shops down in Philly. Go and do the real Philly cheesesteaks and all that shit. Nah. Ain't worth getting shot or stabbed over a damn cheesesteak. I'll get a fake one up the street here. Things are looking sketchy in a lot of ways. Glad to be retired and lazy. Yeah, right. I wear a mask too. Yeah, I still wear a mask too when I go out. I don't go out that often anymore. There's really nowhere to go, nothing to do. Nobody wants to work, so, so nothing's open. Inner Harbor, it was a blast. Yeah, it was. Hot and humid these days, the ice cream would melt right in your hand. You couldn't eat it fast enough. Yeah, Inner Harbor was fun, man. Used to go down to Hammerjacks a lot, too. Go down and see bands down there. Back in the day. Let's see, yeah, your choice, but in the end, it's about doing what's right for the whole. Not how we feel inside. Not how we feel inside. I don't mean to offend anyone, but truth isn't always sparkles and sunshine. Isn't that the truth? What's up, Mike? And that's the thing. That's why people don't like the truth. Because if it doesn't fit their agenda or their shiny, happy people fucking thoughts, then it can't be true. It can't be. I had the shots, but I still have a mind and keep both eyes open. Yeah. Truth can be brutal, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you know, if you had your shot, you can come in and you don't have to wear a mask. Yeah, like I believe half the people that are running around. Until they start checking, which I guess they're supposed to soon. That's another thing. I left Detroit 25 plus years ago. I didn't want to raise kids there. I hate to see it now. Well, see, that's another thing that's going on with what's going on now is with people working remotely, you don't have to, you know, live in a city or close to the city or where things are. So you don't have to commute all day. Now you can go out in the middle of the country. You can go out, you know, in the burbs, and you can go somewhere and if you find a house, buy a house and live out there and do your shit remotely. So that's what everybody's doing. So it doesn't matter. You're going to be in the inner city soon. It's not going to be the inner city, but you're going to still have the same crackheads and meth labs and all the crime because everyone's moving out. It's not going to be stuck in the city anymore. It's going to be everywhere else because you can live anywhere. You don't have to commute to work anymore. Your commute to work is get your fat ass out of bed and walk over to your computer. Now you're at work. There you go. That was your fucking commute. So the good areas, there isn't going to be any anymore. And no one actually wants to do any physical work. They'll just sit in front of a computer all day and type away or do little Zoom calls and talk and do all that shit. But nobody wants to actually, you know, get a callus. Nobody wants to go to a factory and make anything. That's what them little fucking 12-year-olds in China are for. They make shit. And hell, we don't even fucking all this remote shit. And you still can't even talk to anybody from America that speaks English if you call customer service. It's all bibbidi bibbidi. Hey, we've let you right a minute. Oh, hello. How can I help you? So how in the hell is anything up? Hey, there's a big pothole out front swallowing up cars. Yeah. Well, I'm typing on my computer as fast as I can, but I don't know. For some reason, it's just not getting fixed. Well, don't you, you know, get in your little truck, put some gloves on? No. I only put gloves on when the tips of my fingers get sore from typing so fast. My eye strain. I can't, carpal tunnel. I can't be going outside and actually, trimming trees and fixing roads and going to a fucking factory and making shit. No. I work remotely from home. Now, if I had a joystick and there was some little robot there in that factory, I could make it work. But no, I can't leave the house and go to work. That's ridiculous. That's for you old timers used to do that stuff. We don't work anymore. We work remotely. And again, like I said earlier on here, it's going to be to the fact that even if you do want to go to work, you're not going to be able to, because they're going to say, I'm not paying rent for this building. I'm not paying for the electric and the water and all that shit. I ain't got to pay for none of that anymore. It's all profit now. There's no overhead. You do it from your home with your computer and your shit. I don't have to supply you with nothing. You do the work. I send you a paycheck. I collect all the profits. No more overhead. Fuck that. And that's what it's going to be. So even if you want to get a job soon, you ain't going to be able to. The only thing you're going to be able to do is work at Walmart or Amazon. You're going to be picking orders for Amazon until they find a computer that does that. Little robots run up and down the aisles doing that shit too. But until that happens, that's probably the only places you're going to be working. Probably buy a big bag of Ready Crete and do it yourself. Yeah. Fix the road yourself and then still pay your fucking taxes to the scumbags in your township that collect money for nothing. That's right. Politics, even the local politicians trip me out. Some of them guys, man, they make me laugh. Aiden fan was up. See, when I was young, I should have did what I wanted to when I was young. I had a dream. That's right. I should have been that TV evangelist. I could be rich, bitch. I could be suckering people, telling them all kinds of crap. I could be driving, well, not driving anymore because I can't see, but I could have big, fancy cars, Armani suits. I could have all that good stuff. Bling, bling. Rings and necklaces and gold. I could be rich as hell. I should have done it. I could have been a TV evangelist. Had a mega church. But no, I didn't want to do it. Ninth element. Who's being bad now? Everybody. Every damn buddy. Nobody wants to do anything. Everyone's lazy. They don't want to work. They don't want to pay their bills. They just want to sit back and collect shit. Yeah, yeah. That's right. I had me a driver. Just like the Queen does. That's right. I'd be like the president. I'd have my motorcade. Get me to the church on time. Yeah, I'm still tripping out on the possible vaccine fucking passport stuff. You can't go out and play unless you show you got the jab. You want to see the ball game? Prove you had the shot. Oh, you want to come back to work? Prove you had the shot. You want to come eat in my restaurant? Prove you had the shot to come in. We'll serve you out on the sidewalk if you didn't. But if you want to come in and sit down, you got to prove you had the shot. Are you a state worker? Well, prove you had the shot and you can still be a worker. If not, we're going to test you every week. And until then, You have to wear 2 masks. You hear that shit? They're saying some, I forget what state it was. They said that the state workers all have to wear 2 masks if they're not vaccinated. Passports won't happen. Way too much opposition and business holding onto the policy. I don't know. I think you're wrong on that. It may not. It's not going to. The government. Sleepy Joe said that the government's not going to make it, but anybody who wants to, private business, they can do whatever they want. No shirt, no shoes, no service. Well, no shot, no service. You want to work here? Got to prove you had the shot. New York already has their app. All you got to do is download your little app, put in your information, and you walk up to the thing. You want to go, oh, you want to come in here? Just scan your app with all your medical information. Oh, I want my privacy. Oh, you guys are getting into my privacy. Well, yeah, now you got to download it on another app. Just one more app, because we can't live without an app, can we? But yeah. Mask and vax shaming. It's the end of the world as we know. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What about the cardboard people? That's right. The stand fillers, the little cardboard stand fillers at the stadiums. Yeah, I remember that. That was funny shit. I almost forgot about that. I don't know. It's crazy stuff, though. What's the answer? Illegal aliens can get fake documents, so can we. Well, yeah, they're saying it's too easy just to get Craig just found us. Yeah, it's too easy just to, to forge some, make some on the internet, make some on your computer, print out a little thing, say you got vaccinated and carry the paper around. That's why they're doing that. You have to download the app. You have to have the app. Just one more thing we need an app for, because that's one thing we're lacking in this world right now is applications. There's just not enough apps on your phone yet. And that's the way I feel too, Lioness. That's why I think Thursday or 2 ago, Carolyn asked, she said, did you get vaccinated? I was like, I'm not saying, because it's really no one's business whether I did or not. It's the same thing. Who did you vote for? Some people don't mind saying. Some people, it's none of your business who I voted for. That's the way I feel it should be with the vaccination. Did you get vaccinated? Mm-hmm. And again, I grew up in a time where we all got vaccinated for every fucking thing. Smallpox and mumps and measles and all kinds of shit, man. We just got jabs. They didn't ask us. They just said, here. And we got vaccinated. Boom, done. One shot, done. Not get a shot, then get a shot, and in 6 months get a shot, and then in 6 months get a shot. No, it was a vaccination. Boom, done. You got a shot and you're done. That's why I say it's more like the flu. Not that it's the flu, don't get me wrong, but it's more like the flu. Every year, they say, what strain of the flu is going to come across to the United States this year? And they make the flu shot. And next year, they got to make a new flu shot. You don't get a flu shot, boom, done. You're immune from the flu. No, every year you got to get a new one. Right? Right. Well, this thing is the same to me. Oh no, we gave you a vaccine and now it covers all the variants that will come down the road. No, it's like the flu. This vaccine covered this one. Now you got this Delta variant. You're going to need something else for this one. And then when the next one comes along, guess what? You're going to need a shot for that one too. And that's the way it's going to be. Because it mutates and does things. Oh, but it doesn't hit you as hard if you had the vaccine. Agreed. But still, you still get it. I don't know. I won't get into that again because, again, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. So I don't know how it works. All I do is listen, read, and try to figure it out to see if my arm's going to fall off or not, or if I can still get it, or if I can transmit it to other people if I am asymptomatic, or if this person has the shot and this person has the shot, and can they both get it? And what happens if their kid who's under 12 didn't get the shot? What happens? All that shit. I have questions, but if you ask questions, then you're stupid, or you're no fucking scientist. Oh, you're a doctor now. You don't know. No, I'm asking questions, but you can't ask questions. You're just supposed to march. Ding, 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 ding. Go get your vaccine. Don't ask questions. Just go do it. Well, sorry to say, but we're all test subjects. It didn't happen 20 years ago. It happened now. And we are the test subjects. Just like when AIDS hit. Hey, we got this stuff. It might work. Guess what? Those folks who started taking that shit first, test subjects. It wasn't, this is the cure. No, test subjects. And that's what we are now. We're the test subjects. For future generations to be able to live with this thing, we are the test subjects. How many shots is it going to take? Are we going to need boosters? What does it do? What does it not do? Why are some people getting sicker than the other ones? Why this? Why that? We are the test subjects. And that's just plain and simple. I mean, hey, somebody's got to do it, right? Somebody's got to be the first. Unfortunately, we are it. Pandemics are not meant to be fun. That's true. That's true. Nope. It's how we deal with them, I guess. And that's the thing. People are so divided about everything. And I do mean everything. You wear a mask, you're a moron. You don't wear a mask, you're stupid. You got the shot, you're going to die. You didn't get the shot, you're going to die. My body, my choice. Well, my body, my choice. I don't want your sick ass around me. If you, it's just nobody agrees on anything. The sky is blue. No, it's not. Well, yeah, just look up. It's blue. No, it's not. It's not. I don't care. You cannot tell me it's blue. It could be green. But don't tell me. People just like to disagree just to disagree sometimes, I think. But again, I said it before, it's, I can't be the only one that has questions and doesn't understand some things. And that's how I can actually understand why some people don't get the vaccine, because they don't understand. And some people like to make informed decisions, educated, informed decisions. And until they understand it a little bit better, they just don't want to go, yeah, stick whatever the fuck you want in my body and I'll worry about it later. I mean, I grew up miles from 3 Mile Island. When that thing melted down, what happened to us? What happened to us? I don't have a gallbladder. My son was, oh man, I don't know. He was probably like 18 maybe when he got his out. A couple other people down the road. I mean, so it's just dumb shit like that. How come we all have this same little things that, just little dumb shit like that? Was it because of 3 Mile Island? Was it not? I don't know. Nuclear power. We were the test subjects. Can you live next to a reactor? What happens to you? How many people can't have kids now in this area? Because was it due to that? I don't know. How many people ate fish that they caught out of the Susquehanna River, up or downstream from the nuclear reactor? Did it have an effect on them? I don't know. But there you go. This is what happens. Did it work? Did it not? There's all kinds of things. People have questions. Some people go, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'll buy a house. Look, that house is only $15 because it's right next to the plant. Let me buy it. I'll live there. I don't care. And other people are going, there's no way. I don't understand it. I don't know how it works. I don't know what the long-term effects are going to be. I need to think about it. So you have all kinds of different people. And I think that's what's going on with the vaccine. Some people are just going, yeah, whatever. You want me to get the vaccine? I'll get it. Yeah, whatever. Some people are like, I'm not getting it just because the government says I should, and I'm not going to do it because I don't do anything anybody tells me to do. And other people are saying, I don't understand it quite yet. I'm not saying I'm against it, but I just don't know enough yet, and it is my body, and I don't know. Am I going to fucking grow a third arm or something? 10 years from now, is my kid's going to do this? Is this going to happen? I don't know. So let me do some research. So there's all kinds of different people in the spectrum. As I understand people not just jumping on and doing it, but there are the ones that are just, I'm not doing it just because. There's a kid swimming at Orchard Beach in the Bronx near the mob-controlled landfill. I'm immune. There you go. Yeah, but I mean, it's just certain things, if you live in certain areas near certain things and you see trends of, like these people are having these kind of health issues. And then over here by this, I don't know, near we'll just say, just for an example, the people around the pig farm where there's fucking methane gas and it smells and it's horrible and the runoff into the land and everything from all the pig shit and everything. All right, these people are all having some kind of, I don't know, respiratory issues. And then over here by the plant that's making, I don't know, this plastic piece for whatever, it's pumping all kinds of black smoke into the air and they're fucking dumping shit into the creeks and streams. And all these people seem to be having some kind of, I don't know, digestion issues or something, it's just stuff like that. It's like, you got to think like, hey, is this a coinky dink? I think not. So just to jump into things head first, a lot of people don't want to. While others go, sure. But, what are you going to do? We have people that make decisions for us, and in our communities, in our states, in our countries, on up the line. Some of them, very few, actually have people in mind because they think about their families and their neighbors and friends, while others only think about money and how much kickbacks they can get from the people that are lobbying for the whatever plant. They don't care how many people that shit kills. All they worry about, well, how many jobs I brought to the state, so vote for me again. Oh, all those people are dying because of that plant? Well, that doesn't matter. I brought jobs to the state. And they run on stupid platforms like that. And people fall for it. And then as soon as you question something, you're a conspiracy theorist. That's a conspiracy. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Everything isn't a conspiracy. Some things are actually fucked up. And people are doing sneaky, shady shit and covering it up. Everything isn't a conspiracy. I mean, just even the civil rights movement. If everybody just said, that's the way it is. That's what we got to do. Whatever. Whitey's always going to do whatever he wants. We got to go to the back of the bus. We got to come in the back door. We got separate fucking water fountains. We're always going to be, we're free. We're not slaves anymore, but we're lesser citizens. That's just the way it is. No, people questioned it. People said no. People said it ain't that way. Shouldn't be that way. And they stood up and did shit. But, other people just, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved. It ain't my fight. I don't care. I don't know. I got the vaccine and it took me a long time to make the decision. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do. I mean, I know people still that are, you know, they're making their appointments, they're getting and going now and getting it and stuff. They didn't get it a year ago or whatever, you know, boom, go do it. You know, it just didn't happen like that. When the vaccine is FDA approved, you can then sue the manufacturer when a problem arises. That's another thing I do. I heard some people say that they're not going to do it until it gets FDA approved instead of just this emergency stuff. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of people that have legitimate reasons why they don't want to get it. But then again, there's another big handful of people that are doing it just because. You can't tell me what to do. You know, it's really no reason. You know, some people are indeed up to shady stuff and covering it up. Yeah, for sure. Why hard feelings? Why not just discuss civilly? Yes, please discuss civilly. Phil says no vax for me. I survived COVID in 2000. Wow. I did have it. I had it. I was fucking sick for 6 weeks. So you don't have to tell me, you don't have to accuse me of, oh, it's fake. No, I never said it was fake. No way. I know it's real. Do I think some of the numbers were skewed? I do. 2020, yeah. Because I do believe that some people that were elderly and had some kind of condition, whether it be what, I don't know, anything, I think some of those folks that passed away due to other things got lumped in with the stamp of, you know, boom, it was COVID. I don't believe all the numbers, but I don't believe it was a hoax. I don't believe it's fake. It is. It's real. Did you recover fully from the COVID? I believe I did. It did take a while though. Did you get real sick? Yes, I did. It felt like, well, the first thing that started is it felt like I had a cold. I was kind of like, well, like a flu, not the cold, the flu. It felt like I had the flu. Kind of got that drowsy, kind of sleepy feeling. Didn't have a whole lot of energy. And then I noticed I couldn't smell or taste anything. And I was like, are you kidding me? Do I got this shit? So yeah. But that was it. When I climbed up, cause I live in a house, a 2-story house. But when I walk up the steps, by the time I got to the top of the steps, I was panting and wheezing. It felt, I was breathing like I ran around the block 2 times as fast as I could. I had, you know, like when you get the flu and you get those body aches. I mean, it's not like you're in pain where you can't move, but you get everything ache, your joint, yeah, shoulders and neck and knees and everything just ached. And then it got to the point where just your skin hurt, you know, it just, everything ached. And sleep. I slept a lot. I mean, that's all I do. I would lay on the couch and watch TV and just kind of like, and I'd wake up and like, you know, some other show was on, or I'd be like 6 episodes deep. I missed all kind of stuff, and I'd be awake for maybe 20 minutes, and then I'd fall asleep again for another hours. But I slept a lot. I never had a fever though. That's why I always say whenever you go in and they shoot you in the head with the little gun to take your temperature, they would let me in anywhere. I never had a fever. I was getting checked like every other day. I'd check my temperature. I never got a fever. I have a Time magazine from 2017 titled "We Are Not Ready for the Next Pandemic." Look it up. Pretty interesting. May 2017. Time. May 2017. I will look that up. That does sound interesting. But yeah, it was weird. Yeah, I never had a fever. And I'm in the house. My son, who goes to work, he works at a grocery store. During that time, the hours were shut down, so it was only open. They'd open it up in a couple hours in the morning. This is in the beginning. They opened it up in a couple hours in the morning for the elderly people over 65 or 60 and over, something like that. Only those people could go in the first couple hours. And then they opened the store later to everybody else, but it closed early. And then he worked overnight stocking shelves and stuff. That's what he's been doing for years. But he, in and out of the house. I hardly ever left the house, but he didn't get it. My wife didn't get it. But it was weird. But I was eating anything that I didn't like that I knew was good for me. I would eat because I couldn't taste it. So anything that I was like, it's yucky, it tastes like shit. But if I knew it was good for me, I would eat it because I couldn't taste anything. My vape, I would change flavors and they all tasted like nothing. I couldn't smell anything. I mean, nothing. Not a damn thing. That was the weirdest. I mean, that is weird. It is so weird when you cannot taste or smell. But yeah, the body aches was just, but as long as I was, kind of like just like if I get off the couch and walk into the kitchen to make something to eat, it wasn't too bad. A little bit of a, not labor breathing, but it was a little bit more than usual. But yeah, as soon as I walked up the steps, man, I was like, holy fuck, get the top of steps, and I had to stop. But yeah, it was rough. And you just felt like crap. And I was about like that for about 6 weeks. And then towards the end of the 6 weeks, I could, the smell started coming back slightly. I could start smelling things again. And then right after that, not too long after that, then the taste started coming back with it. And, but it's weird because when you can't see, it's not that you can hear or taste or smell better. It's just you rely on those senses more. So I was used to, I was always one of the, what's that? That smells like, I can't smell anything because I was always smelling shit. But when you can't smell anything, it's really weird. But yeah, so about 6 weeks and I started feeling okay. I wasn't panting and wheezing and all that shit after 6 weeks. And then the smell and taste slowly started coming back. And, as of right now, I don't think, I just went to the doctor's. I went to the doctor's 2-3 months ago, got a checkup and everything was pretty cool. And then I just got this sinus infection. So I was in again. But everything seems to be, I guess you could use the word normal. I don't have any noticeable effects like, not being able to breathe or anything like that. Although I will say, I used to get sinus infections probably 2 or 3 a year. I would get them pretty regularly. And in the last, I'd say probably 8 to 10 years, I've not had one. And this was the first one I've gotten in many, many years. And it hung around for a while and it's finally going away. So I don't know if that is a side effect or an after effect or not. That was lazy ass fucks we have to now deal with. That's right. That's horrible. You can't taste a cigarette and you can't smell the farts. That's right. Yeah, it was really weird. It was not fun. I would not wish it on anyone. And then you have people like Daryl from Van City Adventures, not Van City Van Life, but Van City Adventures. Daryl, he got it and he was in the hospital, man. He was, so it's just weird that, the old blind guy, he got it and didn't have to get hospitalized, just felt like shit for 6 weeks. And then you got a guy that's younger and probably more active than me. He winds up in the hospital. But it's a very weird thing. It is. It's a very weird thing. And that's the other thing. After, if you got it, and I got it early, I got it like, it was the beginning of the year. And so it's like, after you have it, do you have some kind of antibodies? Do you have a little bit of more of immunity than anybody else? Than people that don't have it and didn't get a vaccine? And that was the other question I had to ask. I was like, okay, I had this thing. Can I get the vaccine now? Do I have to wait? How long do I have to wait? Now that I don't feel like I have it anymore, or I feel better, can I get it now? Do I have to wait? No. So there was all that stuff you had to ask and find out. And yeah, it was crazy. It was not fun. Pretty sure I had it on Thanksgiving last year. I was sick about 3 weeks. Also, I didn't get tested. They were not accurate. I self-monitored. Neighbor checked on me. Yeah, it's crazy stuff, though. They say those tests still aren't accurate. I think they should test COVID sufferers for antibodies a few months down the line to see if they still have them. Yeah, I know. That's what I say too. I think they should check them regularly and see what's what. You have to wait 6 weeks to get a vaccine. Yes, that's what they told me. Yeah, they actually said 2 months. But yeah. Yeah, that's because I asked, and they said, yeah, you should wait 2 months after your all your symptoms are gone and you feel better. You should wait 2 months. That's what they told me anyway. But yeah, I do have my opinions about it, and they're just that. They're opinions. They're not based in. Well, they're based on my fact, what I found, but again, I'm not a scientist or a doctor. I don't have a whole bunch of people that are test subjects that I keep keep numbers on or anything, but you have to be checked now for your B cells and T cells. You don't show antibodies. That's far out. Pulled out in bed 2 months because of the shortness of breath. Wow. Yes, yeah, that's what I think is so. I don't like to use the word interesting, but interesting or unique about it. You figure like mumps and the chicken pox and stuff like that. When you get chicken pox, you got chicken pox. Everybody got the chicken pox. This thing is like, this person has it, but is asymptomatic. Still spreading it like crazy, but has no symptoms. This person had it and is fucking dead. This person had it, was in the hospital for a month. This person had it and was homesick for a couple weeks. It's just so weird. And it's like, okay, this old person had it and is okay. This guy who's 39 and went to the gym every day, he's all but dead. It's just so, I hate to use the word interesting, but I just find that to be like fascinating. It's not like this is, because when it first started, it's like, okay, it only affects people over 60 and then this and then, like, no, you're full of shit. And these people, only these certain groups of people have to worry. And that was the kind of garbage we were getting in the beginning, if you remember. I mean, it was some bad information in the beginning, in my opinion. People experience with COVID is valid scientific research. Antibody testing is being done here. You should also delay a mammogram after vaccination. Oh, a friend's doctor told her 6 weeks. Apparently it causes misread results or something like that. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't hear that. what you gained by surviving, it is now stored in your bone marrow forever. First round, the old people were dying. Marilyn says most people in her family who got it had no symptoms. A few were sick, but most were not. Got it for the second time. Positive results on Saturday. What? Lucky mild again. Been insulin diabetic for 30 years, and yet mine is mild. It is weird, but I keep my diabetes well under control. That is weird. That's wild, Rockford. But that is weird because they say, people with, heart conditions or, asthma or diabetes and other underlying factors, they get it worse. But there you go. See, right there's another person that, according to all the information that we get, should be really, really sick. And, yeah. That's why I say I find it interesting that the variants and all the, not variants, the variables of all the different people and how it affects everybody differently. It's really weird. First time in 2020, bad fever 4 days, bad dry, unpredicted cough 2 weeks. Muscle cramps were extremely bad for 1 week. That's another thing I didn't do. I didn't cough. Maybe a little bit once in a while, but when I did the up the steps and was breathing real heavy, I might have coughed a bit, but I didn't. It wasn't like like a cold or anything. Am I a scientist? No, far from it. Not the real Kenneth Troll alert. Oh, gotcha. Nobody knows about this illness. Everyone has different symptoms. Some people don't show any signs. Yes, that's right. Some people are, like I said, asymptomatic. They have it. They could not know they have it, have no symptoms, but could be passing it around. I was just talking about early on. I know in the beginning, like I said, they was like, oh, it's, young people were running around going, well, I don't have to worry about it, It's only 65 and older or 60 and older or fat, sick people and this and that and that. And yeah, and it doesn't fucking matter. Everybody's, like I said, some old half dead guy already who's sick as hell. He got it and he's, felt like shit for a while, but he's fine. And then some fucking 21-year-old athlete in prime condition dropped dead. So, you're right. Nobody knows anything about it yet. We are all the test subjects. They'll find out for generations to come how to deal with it because of us. They say that people with type O blood are least likely to get it. And even if they do, it's usually very mild or asymptomatic. I did hear that. I think I do remember hearing something about a blood type. I don't remember if it was O, but yeah, that makes sense. But I did hear something about blood types. It was the same for polio back in the day. Some people affected greatly. Others have very few symptoms that passed. Everybody's bodies are different, I guess. Yeah, I guess, I mean, it's just like germ warfare created an effect. But it got away from them before it was perfected. October said, yep, interesting. We all guinea pigs. Yeah, we are the guinea pigs. No, he is not a scientist, but when you are blind, you tend to see a lot more. I'm not a scientist. I just play one on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just a guy with a lot of questions. But, it's just, like I said, when you're older folks, like the majority of us are, we went through all the getting jabbed. We had the big vaccination scars on our shoulders, and we went through it all, and it was just another thing. And you go, yeah, vaccinations, they work. I mean, I never had fucking polio or smallpox or, yeah, them things work. But I wasn't one of the groups that were the first one getting tested and seeing if it worked and how many people died, trying to perfect it and all that. But now we are the ones that here this thing is. And it's not just here, and it's not just there, it's the entire planet. Here it is. How are we going to deal with it? Well, let's start sticking people with shit and see what happens. Subtitle is Science Knows How to Fight an Outbreak, but policy still gets in the way. Yes, imagine that. Exactly. Yeah. Isn't that the truth? Yeah. And I mean, everything that we do, everything that we got the, the scientists are there and they tested on rats and they tested on pigs and they tested on monkeys and they do this and that and the other thing. And then people, poor animals. Yeah. But it does come to the point where, people got to be involved and people are going to die until they get it right. And like we are discussing that, people were different. Everybody is different, whether people like to admit it or believe it, or if you're woke, you can't say that or you'll be shunned or whatever, but people are all different. I mean, I could walk into a field of poison ivy, lay down in it, roll around, get up and walk home and never get an itch, a bump or anything. My wife can be 3 feet from it. If the wind blows right, she gets it. And I know that's not even apples, and that's comparing apples to oranges, but that's just a thing. People are different. It's weird, Oh, you too, Sandy? Yeah, I don't know too many people. The only thing that sucked is when I was in my one job when I was working, it was like, you go do that. I had to be the one to go yank the weeds or mow that field or cut down that tree because I was the one that, I don't know if there's any poison in there, but it looks like there probably is. You go do that. I'm like, fuck. I always had to do all that shitty work. But yeah, other guys, they'd be wearing gloves with tape around it, long sleeves and all that shit, and it'd still get poisoned. Yeah, it's funny though. But yeah, people, we're all different. We're all different. So until they figure out how to do this thing and get it right, to be able to say, boom, this is gonna work on everybody. Is it though? So yeah. I care about the woke folks think about me about as much as I care for drinking Drano. I hear you. It's just a weird time we're living in, I think. Not just the pandemic, but some people say it's just the pandemic is an excuse for everything else, or the pandemic was something to make things the way they are, or to lead things the way that they're supposed to go and they want it to go, and all kinds of things like that. But whatever it is, all I know is things are weird. The future isn't looking real bright. It's looking pretty bleak. But it's weird. Weird. And our leaders are goofy. They're more worried about fighting amongst each other than what's good for anybody. They're worse than kids on the damn playground. This one says, hey, let's do this. It's a really good idea. And this side says, yeah, it is a good idea, but fuck you, no, because we don't like you, and whatever you say, we're going to do the opposite. And this side says, well, how about we do it this way? And this side says, yeah, that's a good idea too, but no, fuck you, because we hate you and we're not going to say yes to you for no reason at all. And that's just all it is. Man. Yes, no. But what's right for all the people? Who cares? As long as it's not what you want, that's what's not going to happen. Well, we're not going to let you do what you want either. And this is where we're stuck at. We're stuck in the middle going, hey, remember us? The ones to fucking pay the taxes and vote for you stupid bastards? Remember us? Yeah, you forgot all about us, didn't you? And again, it trickles on down to from the government level down to the state level, down to the fucking little municipality, local government level. They're all knuckleheads. And even Mother Nature kicking them inside the head going, yo, get your shit together. Doesn't even wake them up. Fucking wildfires and mudslides and hurricanes and tornadoes and all kinds of shit happening. Do they care? Nope. They still ain't making any fucking wise decisions. Van Vita Travels. What's up, Paula? Come slide in at the end. I'm getting ready to get on out of here. I've been on here for 2 hours and 7 minutes. That's way too long for anybody. But we're having fun. We're talking about stuff that we're not supposed to talk about. Talking about all the things that nobody wants you to talk about. Talking about all the things that YouTube says, you can't talk about that. Who dat? Unknown number. Go away. Be gone with you. What do you think about shift or depopulation? I don't know. It's all kinds of crazy, man. It's all kinds of crazy. What did Rockford say? Any thoughts on what is happening in Afghanistan? I don't know, man. I talked about that a little bit earlier. It's all fucking crazy. It's always going to be crazy over there. The Taliban take over. Now they're scrambling to try to get the U.S. citizens out of there, out of the embassy and all that other shit. China says, we ain't going nowhere. We're no worry. Russia says, we're staying. So that kind of shows what's going on there, if they're not that worried about it. But we're fucking scrambling to get out. I'm one that always thought that we need to worry about what's going on in our own backyard instead of worrying about fixing the neighbor's fucking house. That's just me, though. You know, we're going to send troops over and we're going to give these people democracy. People who don't want it, we're going to make them, you know, no worse than fucking, it's the same as fucking missionaries. You know, we're going to run into the fucking jungles of the Amazon and we're going to force God down these fucking tribal people's throats, whether they want it or not. We're going to make them, why? Just leave them alone. You know, we're going to go over here and we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to give these people a government. Why? Our shit's so fucked up. You know, we got people screaming and fighting and hollering amongst ourselves in our own fucking streets. We got shitty ass healthcare. Our education system's falling apart. Getting stupid fucking people, even though they're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to school, to come out dumber than they went in. They're trying to keep us stupid and sick. Everything's just falling apart. But we got to go worry about, you know, what everybody else is doing. We're going to go take care of them. Yeah. Well, who's minding the back door while everybody else is sneaking in while we're everywhere else? And you know, wherever we went, we never left. We're still in Vietnam. We're still in Korea. We're still in Germany. We're still, everywhere we went, we never left. And it's just like I say, you know, hey, my roof has a leak and my toilet doesn't flush. But let me go across the street and make sure the fucking neighbor's okay. And make sure he has a new kitchen. No, Fuck the neighbor across the street. He can take care of himself. When I get my shit fixed up, if they ask me for help, I might. But I'm not going to abandon my shit to run across and impose my decorations, my fashion sense onto the neighbor across the street. That's just the way I think. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but that's my opinion. Clean up your own fucking house before you worry about everybody else. They want to fight and holler and scream and blow each other up. Well, there you go. It's a big fucking sandbox. Who cares? Who cares? It's hot. It's disgusting. It's nasty. It smells. It's a big sandbox. It's a big litter box. Who gives a fuck? Leave them alone. They want to kill each other? Kill each other. Just stay away from us. So stay home. Secure our borders. People want to come in, make them go through the proper channels, make them fill out the paper, make them get vetted, check them out. I'm not saying keep everybody out, but just don't let them stroll on in. Send us your criminals. Yeah. You know, Trump says dumb shit, and he does say dumb shit. He did say dumb shit all the time, but when he says, you know, Mexico isn't sending us their fucking doctors. No, the people that are running across the fucking border and swimming across the rivers are all the drug dealers and everything, murderers and everything else. And the woke folks are going, well, defund the police and let everybody else's criminals come in and take over. Yeah. Wow. Why don't I feel safe anymore? Must be that stupid fucking Trump. See what he did? It's just dumb shit like that. Secure the borders, just like every other country. Go ahead. Go try to go to Australia. Go try to go to fucking New Zealand. Hey, I'm coming. No, the fuck you're not. Yeah, I am. No, you're not. You got to do this, and that. Or try to go to Afghanistan. Try to go to fucking anywhere. Go ahead. Go to China. I'm coming. No, you're not. Why not? I'm going to come over and do whatever I want. No, the fuck you're not. Go over and tell them what you're going to do. Like you let people do here. Just roll on in and say, hey, my religious beliefs are this and this is what I'm going to do. My religious belief says I can slit this baby's throat and punch this woman in the face. That's what we do. That's what we do where I come from. You got to let it, hey, I got freedoms here in America. This is what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm running across the border. I'm coming to Texas. I'm going to sell my drugs. Okay. No. Oh, I'm a refugee. I need to get away from the tyranny of the leaders of my country. Okay. Well, you stay here. You fill out the papers. We'll check you out. We'll see what you are. Okay. Yeah. You were a fucking, whatever. A bricklayer in your country. Okay, come on in. Oh, you were a fucking nobody drug dealer? You were part of the cartel? Get out of here. Fuck off. Or, oh, I had to escape the tyranny of my country. Oh, we weren't allowed to do anything. And like I said before, and now I'm here, and now I have the freedoms of the United States, so I'm going to make this part exactly like the shit that I ran from. Exactly like the shit that I hated that kept me oppressed and the tyranny of, we're going to eat the same food. I'm going to smash my wife around. She's not allowed to fucking drive. Women suck. This is that. And we're going to do it exactly the way it was that I left. We're going to turn it into a little mini one right here because I'm free to do that now. So quit running around trying to police the planet because nobody wants you there. Stay home and fix your own shit. Like the Chinese are doing. Building their military. Biggest fucking military ever. Way more than ours. I mean, we used to have a military. Now we ain't got nothing now. China would blow, they could just float across the ocean and walk on in and go, you guys better start speaking fucking Mandarin, motherfucker, because guess what? We're taking over, and there ain't shit you can do about it. And that's exactly what they could. But instead we go, okay, we'll trade with you, China. You send us everything, and we'll send you our CEOs so they can build plants over there to employ your people. Oh, what do we give you? Nothing. Just them. You don't have to buy anything for us. You don't have to supply it. Just send stuff. We'll send you money. You send us all your stuff. We'll stop making fucking anything. We'll stop making everything. That's the deal. We'll stop making everything. We'll buy everything from you. That's the trade. There you go. Good trade agreement. I don't know. I think it's all craziness. But to go around and police the fucking sandbox and worry about the Taliban, well, if you go over, you got to go over and stay. Because once you leave, it's no different than the playground. You got the little kid who's getting picked on by this bully. So he goes and gets his big brother. So his big brother comes over and smashes the bully in the face and says, "Leave my little brother alone." And the big brother follows the little brother around. And everything is good. And everything calms down. As soon as the big brother leaves, what happens? Oh, your big brother ain't around anymore, is he? So the little brother gets his ass kicked again. And that's the way it is. It's no different. We go over there and go, oh, here, we're going to have elections and you people can vote and we're going to get that. We tore down this regime and you guys, and now you can vote and everything else. Cool? Is it cool? All right. All right, guys, let's pack it up and go home. Yep. And as soon as we go home, what happens? Boom. Taliban takes over again. So if you don't go over in the first place, hey, it's your country, your rules, your life. Deal with it. Figure it the fuck out. We got enough of our own problems. When we figure out our shit, when you get sick and you get to go to the doctor and you actually get fixed and sent home and not with a $10,000 bill, when you have questions and you want to get an education and you can actually go get an education without spending $300,000, and the first day you get a job, you're $300,000 in debt and not that much smarter, and you went to school for 4 years to become a fucking whatever, and now you're sweeping floors at McDonald's because that's it, but you got that $300,000 fucking debt. Yeah, till you fix all that shit, until a shoebox in California doesn't cost $1.6 million to buy to live in, till you fix that shit, don't worry about what goes on over in the sandbox. And no, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a political analyst. I'm not a politician. I don't have a political science degree or none of that stuff. This is just one old, grumpy, blind guy's opinion about the world we live in and the things that are going on around us. Am I right? Probably not. Am I wrong? Maybe a little bit. Is there some truth in it? Probably somewhere in there's a little bit. But, what are you going to do? And, isn't that what this internet, this social media bullshit, this Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever the fuck, isn't that what it's for? Just to get on here and blah, 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 blah. To give your opinion, just like everybody else. Because you know what they say. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and they always stink. But I just figured I'd share mine with all y'all. Because it's my channel, and I'll do what I want to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the censoring word stuff. The censorship is getting crazy. It really is. You know, it's funny when you read books and you even watch the movie, Fahrenheit 4, about the book banning and this and that, and you laugh and, oh, we live in America. Yeah, now you can't say this word, you can't say that word, you're not allowed to say that phrase, you can't address people as this, you can't say, because words can hurt. Words hurt. Everybody's fucking depressed, and everybody has emotional problems, and everybody's a fucking basket case, and if they hear one little word, they're gonna fucking explode, and their heart's gonna drop out, and they're just gonna die because words can hurt. Words are so strong because everybody's so fucking weak. Everyone's an emotional fucking wreck. I don't see how they even get out of bed in the morning. Because everyone is just so sad and weak and pathetic. All it's going to take is one little word to just poof, done. So you can't fucking say these words. That's what I love. Poor people. Everyone has issues, which leaves the people with real issues buried in the rubble of all the other people that say they have issues. Because now every time somebody says, I have depression, you're like, yeah, right, whatever. You and every fucking body else on the planet. Yeah, there actually are people with depression. But does anybody care anymore? No, because everybody, and I do mean everybody, there isn't a single fucking person on the planet that doesn't, oh, I'm depressed. No, you're not. You're a little sad. Shut the fuck up. There are actually people that are depressed and need help, but nobody cares anymore, and nobody looks at them anymore, and nobody believes them anymore, because everybody has attention deficit disorder. Everyone's fucking, I'm not stupid, I have ADD. I'm fucking depressed. Oh, you can't say that because I'm fucking mentally ill, and if you say fucking I'm retarded, or you call me a midget, or you say this, or I'm going to snap, and it's going to kill me because words hurt. You can't say, and don't tell me the truth because I can't handle that either. So yeah, all the people that actually have problems are overshadowed and undermined by all the weak fucks that are just a little sad or dumb, but have to be given labels like depressed and have a attention deficit disorder. No, you're a lazy fucking moron and you're sad. That person has depression. Check it out. Because if you were truly depressed, you wouldn't be running around doing half the shit you do. So shut the fuck up and get over yourself. Why does Snoop Dogg need an umbrella for drizzle? Okay, that was funny. I gotta say, that was funny. Ron. Oh, man. I remember when men were men, not those men bun wearing wimps these days. Oh, shit. Coffee and frozen ring dings. Yeah, I'm going to get on out of here. Like I said, I was going to get out of here a half hour ago. 2 hours and 24 minutes. It's time to wrap this fucking shit show up. I've been on here rambling about absolutely fucking garbage for over 2 hours. It was fun. I do appreciate everybody coming and hanging out, talking about all the craziness that's been going on. I had fun. I hope we got something out of this. We got to vent a little bit. express our opinions about all kinds of fun stuff, actually. All kinds of fun stuff. That's what we need to do. We just need to talk about the shit we're not supposed to. Say the shit we're not allowed to. Let's just do it. I don't care if YouTube punishes me. I don't care if I get demonetized. We're going to talk about what we want to talk about. We're going to talk about the shit that's real. We're going to ask questions about the shit we have questions about. And maybe, amongst all of us, we can get some answers. Because some of us might know stuff that the other ones don't. And that's the only way we're going to find out, is if we ask questions, right? All right, gang. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Monday afternoon. Don't forget Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be here. We'll have some fun. We'll talk about some stuff. And I'm going to plug in the guitar and we'll play some music. And until then, have some fun. Enjoy the fresh new week. I shall see you guys the next time. Until then.
I'm Blind Views, and that is the way I see it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just doing.
What we do here is go back.
I do feel lighter now, Sandy. All right, guys, later. Till next time.